Dallas Cowboys confirmed that offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer would be promoted to head coach. If that name sounds familiar, it's for good reason. Schottenheimer's father, Marty, spent over 2 decades as an NFL head coach with 4 different teams. Now, upon hiring his new head coach, Jerry Jones told ESPN, Brian Schottenheimer is known as a career assistant, but he ain't Brian no more. He's now known as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen A.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm told you're a little confused right now. Are you a little perplexed by what just happened?
I hate that quote.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a terrible.
What does that mean?
Yeah. That means is he's not really a head coach. He's just my head coach now.
No, it means like now he's the
Exactly.
man because Jerry put his stamp of approval on him.
Listen, this is
Correct.
quite pathetic.
It's narcissism.
This is quite pathetic, and all Jerry has done is fuel, just credence and just giving credence to everything everybody has said negatively about him in terms of it being about him.
I lost my
instead of other
papers.
folks. That's all
Would you
right.
help me?
At the end of the day, in the end, what has come down to is this. Brian Schottenheimer didn't even call plays for your Dallas Cowboys team last year. And you hired him as your head coach because somebody else that may have been more qualified, somebody else that may have been more capable, would have been too much for you to share. That's what this comes down to. So I expect more the same from the Cowboys. You understand? And it's going to be that simple.
Who wants to take it?
Yeah. Guess what? Hey, plus a more qualified coach would have like, nah, I don't want Jason Witten on my staff. He's not qualified to be a coach. Let him put some time in, let him do X, Y, and Z, and then I'll have him. That's what we kept hearing. Now, we don't know if it's true, but Schefter and some of these other insiders have reported that was one of the stipulations, that Jerry wanted Jason Witten on the staff. And here's the thing, guys, this is what I don't get. I did not hear Brian Schottenheimer's name mentioned in any of the coaches' search.
Yeah.
So, guys, we've all, hey, RC, you married, DO, you married. At least y'all got somebody that somebody else wanted.
No question.
I see somebody,
I do not want it if nobody else wants it.
Nobody want it. What I want it for? RDC, RC, if don't nobody want it, you're like, nah, you good, go on, stay over there.
I'm gonna tell you what now. Hey, we go to the club and ain't nobody shot they shot. I for sure not gonna be the first one to walk over there.
Exactly. And so what Jerry did is that he went to the party and got the first girl that he saw, and he was booed up with her for the rest of the night, and he ended up taking her home. That's what Brian Schottenheimer is to Jerry. He was on the staff, he saw her first, like, ooh, I got me something. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No. He said that.
He said he would.
I think that's the only one I got a chance with.
He said he was booed up the whole night. Hey,
I'm staying out.
they danced to every song. Man. They danced to every song.
Tanner, man, he got one-liners. Dude, here's the Cowboys are in this terrible spot because they were scared to make difficult decisions 18 months ago. That's just the reality.
Yep.
Okay, one, I'm not going to doubt. I have no idea if Brian Schottenheimer is going to be a great head coach or not, but I do know this, no matter who the coach was, Cowboys weren't going to be good. Okay, Dak Prescott's cap hit next year is $90 million, and they still have to re-sign Micah Parsons. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb's cap hit is like $130 million. And here's the thing, folks. For all you Cowboys fans that go, damn, they're going to restructure everybody's contract. You know what that constantly does?
Push the can down the road.
Continue to kick it down the road.
Yep.
And if you are not good enough to do that, this isn't a roster that you say, let's kick it down the road because we got a chance to win it in a year or two. Jaden Daniels' cap hit next year is going to be $8 million. Jalen Hurts' is going to be $20. They don't have to restructure. So, Dallas, you might restructure. All you're doing is taking the world that you're in right now and take it 2024, 2025, and you're going to be in the same spot in 27, 28.
Well, the problem is also you are doing that to push it down the road and be in the same spot, but you still won't be good enough to win.
Correct.
And if I'm looking at Jerry's hire, here's what I say. Jerry knows that too. Jerry said, okay, I'm not going to be able to win with this team no matter what coach I bring in. This roster isn't good enough. Let me get somebody I like. Let me get somebody that I can push around. Let me get somebody that's not going to push back on the things I want to do to continue to build the brand of the Cowboys, because we are not going to be able to build a team.
Or it could be this, based on what y'all both just articulated. That's all you could get because nobody else wanted you.
I think that's a very real thing.
Nobody else wanted it. They
True,
looked at the
yes.
situation and they said, excuse me, why would I take this job? So the Dallas Cowboys, the $11 billion franchise, okay, Mr. Popularity and the $1 billion playpen and America's team, got a whole bunch of people that don't want to be associated with them because they see what y'all just articulated.
I think that's the hard part,
And they
right?
had that
Because-
notion talking about,
Go, Shannon. Go, Shannon.
I was going to say, guys, y'all, and Stephen A., you remember how they said, Jerry, he really likes Coach Prime, and Stephen really likes Brian Schottenheimer, and they're butting heads. That was all that commotion was to get the Rooney Rule. See, Jerry liked him. That's the Rooney Rule. That's our one. That's the token. We brought him in. Duh. I never believed it for 1 second. Not 1 second. Because not Prime, not the time that I know. Now, maybe there's another Prime time, another Deion Sanders, Stephen A., RC, D.O., y'all know about, but not the time that I've known for 30 years. He wasn't going for that. And Jerry is not going to have anybody with a backbone. You see, everybody's talking about what the Patriots have done and what Kansas City is currently doing. Do you realize in the 90s, the Cowboys had a chance to be the Patriots and the Chiefs before the Patriots and the Chiefs? Because they had that team. With a 24-year-old Emmitt Smith, a 25-year-old Troy Aikman, and a 26-year-old Michael Irvin. They had that, and Jerry blew it up because of his ego. Clark Hunt don't say a word. Mr. Kraft let that thing run for 20 years. Clark Hunt's going to let it run as long as he possibly can, but not Jerry. He has no say on the final 53. He has no say in free agency. He has no say in the draft. He has no say when they leave, what time they meet, what time they practice, how long to practice. So he's just a coach entitled. He's not a head coach because everybody knows when he stands up, that's Jerry's talking.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing about the quote from Jerry Jones is he didn't say he's now Brian Schottenheimer head coach. He said he's the Dallas Cowboys head coach, which means that I'm going to be able to run my ideas, my thoughts through him. And if I'm one of these 32 guys who has wanted this job my entire life, I understand if I've watched Gerard Mayo, if I've watched Antonio Pierce, I understand that they get you out of there as soon as they want to get somebody they truly want. You don't take a job to go and fail.
Yeah. Hey, at least Jerry's consistent. We know what we're going to get.
12 yards there and a first down. At the 23-yard line. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Smith from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took a pretty big risk right there.